Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Vibes. Today, we're diving into something seriously special. The 2026 Corvette C8 Z06 is finally here. And let me tell you, this isn't just a facelift or a minor update. This is an evolution of America's supercar that takes everything we loved about the last Z06 and turns it up to 11. From performance to design to the raw, unfiltered emotion it delivers behind the wheel, the 2026 C8 Z06 is easily one of the most exciting cars Chevrolet has ever made. Whether you're a hardcore Corvette fan or just someone who appreciates insane engineering, you're going to want to hear every bit of this. First, let's talk about the beating heart of this machine. The 2026 Z06 carries forward the same 5.5-liter naturally aspirated V8 flat-plane crank engine that made headlines back in the 2023 model, the LT6. But this time, Chevy has fine-tuned it even more. We're talking about a power bump to around 685 horsepower, up from the previous 670, with torque figures also nudged up slightly. What's crazy is that this V8 revs to a screaming 8,600 RPM. And it sounds like something you'd expect out of a Ferrari rather than a Corvette. No supercharger, no turbos. It's just pure, high-revving, naturally aspirated magic. The throttle response is immediate. The power band is addictive, and that sound, oh man. That sound alone is worth the price of admission. Now paired to that engine is an 8-speed dual-clutch transmission that's been recalibrated for quicker shifts and more aggressive downshifts, especially in track mode. It delivers lightning-fast gear changes that make this car feel surgically precise on a circuit or an empty back road. 0 to 60 comes in at around 2.5 seconds, depending on conditions and whether you've got the Z07 performance package, and the quarter-mile slips by in just under 10.5 seconds. This is true supercar performance, but with a price tag that, while still premium, massively undercuts anything coming out of Europe with similar numbers. Speaking of performance, the 2026 Z06 also sees some refinements in its suspension tuning. Magnetic Ride Control 5.0 now comes standard, with updated programming to better handle both track and street situations. It's more compliant in tour mode for daily driving, but turns into a stiff, focused monster in sport and track. Lateral grip is exceptional thanks to new Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 RZP tires developed specifically for this car. And if you go for the Z07 package, you get even stickier rubber, massive carbon ceramic brakes, a more aggressive aero kit with a larger rear wing, front dive planes, and a carbon fiber front splitter that actually increases downforce by over 700 pounds at top speed. The chassis itself is still the mid-engine architecture that debuted with the C8 generation. That change transformed the Corvette into a world-class performer, and the Z06 takes full advantage of that balance. The weight distribution is perfect, the steering is sharp, and turn-in is immediate. You can feel the car rotating around you, and the feedback through the wheel and the seat is as good as anything Porsche or McLaren puts out. Track junkies will love the updated performance traction management system, which gives you more precise control over how the electronics intervene or don't when you're pushing it to the edge. Design-wise, the 2026 Z06 has evolved, not radically changed, but it's enough to set it apart. The front fascia is more angular, with larger intakes reshaped for better airflow and cooling. The rear bumper has been slightly redesigned to incorporate a more aggressive diffuser and larger quad exhaust tips. You'll notice new forged wheel designs, and if you spring for the optional carbon fiber wheels, not only do you drop unsprung weight by a significant margin, but they also look absolutely killer. There are also new exterior colors for 2026. A deep metallic crimson called Inferno Red, and a new matte silver called Shadow Ice that gives the car an almost concept car vibe. Combined with the aero package, this car looks fast, standing still. Inside, it's everything you'd expect. From a modern Z06, a fighter jet cockpit with materials that finally feel worthy of the price tag. There's optional carbon fiber everywhere. A new Alcantara-wrapped steering wheel with a slightly reshaped flat-bottom design. And a reworked infotainment interface that's quicker and more intuitive. The digital gauge cluster has new Z06 specific animations and performance readouts. And the heads-up display has been updated with better resolution and more customizable layouts. You can spec the car with GT2 or the track-ready competition sports seats, both of which offer excellent bolstering and comfort, depending on how you plan to use the car. One interesting upgrade for 2026 is the inclusion of an AI-based performance coach that uses onboard sensors and cameras to analyze your driving on track in real time. It gives live feedback on braking points, cornering speed, and throttle application, almost like having a pro instructor in the passenger seat. It's wild tech, and it really shows how Chevrolet is blending raw analog emotion with cutting-edge digital tools to make you a better driver. Now, let's talk pricing. While Chevrolet hasn't confirmed exact numbers at the time of this recording, the base price is expected to start around $115,000, with a Z07 package pushing that number closer to $140,000. And yes, while that's not cheap by any means, you're still looking at performance that can hang with and often beat cars that cost twice as much. Value has always been a Corvette strength, and that holds true even in this ultra-high-performance Z06 form. As for availability, production begins in early spring 2026 with deliveries expected mid-year. Chevrolet says they've worked hard to increase capacity compared to previous years to try and meet demand, but expect long wait lists, especially for high-spec models. If you want one, get your deposit in now. Demand is going to be insane, and for good reason. The 2026 Corvette C8 Z06 isn't just a great American sports car, it's a true global supercar killer. It combines exotic engine design, insane performance, sharp looks, and tech-savvy features in a way that's almost unmatched in the segment. More than anything, it proves that Chevrolet is still very much in the game, and they're playing to win. Whether you're carving up mountain roads, chasing lap times at your local circuit, or just parking it at Cars and Coffee, this car makes a statement. It's bold, it's loud, it's unapologetically aggressive, and we absolutely love. It's sipped for today's episode on Car Vibes. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2026 Corvette C8 Z06, make sure to hit that like button, drop a comment with your thoughts or questions, and subscribe if you haven't already. We've got more reviews, behind-the-wheel impressions, and automotive news coming your way. Thanks for vibing with us. Until next time, keep your foot down and your heart racing.